Good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful day.
So you're in a hurry. Well,
You better calm down.
We're all friends around you. Just join the fun. 'Cause if you're in a hurry, you're missing the point. Should enjoy the fruits of life instead of chasing coins. Because it's a
Beautiful day.
Isn't all? So come on, let's play. Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Kick back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. And come on, let's play.
Morning, good morning, good morning. See what we got going on in here. Charlie, good morning. You're up early. Erica says, good morning, Erica. Kathleen, yes, we are ready for manifesting today. Gonna get our manifesting groove on. Kathy Hand, good morning. Cheers, everybody. Top of the morning to ya. And it is Saturday. Let's get in here and enjoy each other. That's what this morning's all about. Hope, good afternoon to you. It is a beautiful day. You just had your dose of angel speakers. I love you, Hope. Thank you for being here. So cheers, everybody. I don't know where everybody's at this morning, but we're going to have a good time together, right? We'll enjoy loving on each other. So let me have a sip of coffee. Grab your cup if you don't have one yet, and let's get it filled up with some love. And let's go into our hearts. Let's start with our heart-brain coherence. Rick Morrow, good morning to you and Josie. All right, so touching the heart center. Breathe in. Breathe in love and light. And hold that energy in your heart. And become Andrea, Tammy, and Deirdre. Good morning, good morning. So hold that energy in your heart. Add in the love. Whatever that looks like to you, whatever it takes to feel really good inside. Now let's share our I am stories for this Saturday. Oh, what is your I am? I am grateful for another day alive. I am happy. I am healthy. I'm ready to greet this day and all that it's going to bring forward. I'm honored to be here with all of you. I'm ready to manifest today. I am peace. Oh my gosh, look at all of you coming in. Joanne, good morning. And Hope says, I am open and ready. You know, I can't stress enough the importance of affirmations. And I know you may have had a not great experience with it in the past. That's the past. I want you to focus on the now, because when we say those affirmations, it does something inside of us. It clicks in our subconscious mind, something wonderful, something uplifting. You may not even believe the affirmation that you're saying with your conscious mind. It's a little warm with the heat. Your conscious mind may be rebelling against the I am. It may be saying, what? You're not that. But you know what? We have to break through those barriers. We have to go beyond the resistance. We have to go into the AAA. And when we go into the AAA, accept, align, allow, we do know our magnificence. We know all of those I ams that we're making the statement of. Let's see what we got. Deirdre, I am doubly blessed. Oh, I know, Deirdre, I heard about our meatloaf and singing to us now from beyond, and I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's belting it out, as well as Thich Nhat Hanh, who left his physical body yesterday. Yeah, there's been a lot of loss yesterday, and this year already. There's been a lot that's happening. All right, so let's see. Our Tammy says, I am cold. Snow hit Virginia, and it's 55 in my house, and it won't warm up inside. Going to go play. Well, then, go play in the snow. Go make a snow angel. Go do whatever your heart desires, because it's your life, you know? And why not play on the playground? Why not make the snow angels and go stomp in the mud puddles? That's what I say. It's like, let's enjoy every moment that we have, because we're only here for a minute. We're only here for such a short time. So why would you spend that time doing anything besides having fun? Fun is such a huge part of the equation. Kathy, I am happy, I am hopeful, I am giving only positive vibes, support, and unconditional love. Cheers, Kathy. We're going to drink to that, because I am happy to hear those positive vibrations coming out of your mouth and your fingers. So yes, let's raise a glass to Kathy Hand and positive vibes today. That's what we want, uplifting energy. Oh no, Blue, good morning. Hell has frozen over. It's 20 below. 20 below? Blue, I can't even wrap my brain around that. I can't even do 20, much less going to 20 below. Oh, honey, I hope you have all of those fireplaces blazing and covers to wrap up in, and hugging those beautiful animals of yours to keep them warm. Oh, darling. Yes, I'm sure it's a lot of glowing energy with all of that frozen stuff going on. You know, one of my favorite memories in my youth, I was in my first year in college, and I was at the University of Kentucky in Lexington. And it got so cold this one day. I had to walk to school from my apartment. And it was so cold one day, everything was frozen. The limbs of the trees had this frozen ice all around them. It glistened in the sun. I can still remember that look in the sun glistening off the ice. It was so beautiful. But I think I might have fallen like 10 times on my way to school that day. That was not the fun part. The fun part was seeing all the beauty of it and just getting wrapped up in that. Oh, Erica, I am love. Yes, you are. And good morning. So glad that you're here. That was weird. I just looked at my writing on my morning cuppa and it was upside down. And I'm going, why is that upside down? I think my eyes are playing tricks on me this morning. It is right side up, I promise. It's just me. My energy's a little weird today, which is good for y'all that's going to be in my workshop because we are going to have fun. Girls just want to have fun. And boys, whoever might be there. All right, so Blue says, Meatloaf was a girls' baseball coach in the town I grew up in. He was a generous light. The program was going to get cut due to budget restraints. He did not take pay and donated this money back to the town. Such a beautiful soul. Blessings to his daughter and family. Absolutely. What's your favorite Meatloaf song? Those of you that know who Meatloaf is and know music, he had some amazing songs. He had some weird songs, but he had some really amazing songs. And one of them that I love is objects in the rearview mirror may appear closer than they seem. I love that song. I don't know why. It was just goofy. I think he was just playing with us and helping us to see, when we look in that rearview mirror, that we're not focused on the now. I really believe that was the message of that. All right, Kathy said, my daughter said snow hit Charlotte, North Carolina too. She said people were going crazy, no groceries, and no one knew what they were doing while trying to drive in it. She's so funny. She just couldn't believe people panicking in 1 inch of snow. Yeah, when you're not used to it. Kathy, the same thing. If snow hit Florida, which it has on occasion, come down into, I think as far down as into Orlando, and people don't know what to do. They don't even know what to do when it rains. So much snow or ice on the road. All right, Annie, good morning, good morning. Deirdre, I love that one. Paradise by the Dashboard Light. And Erica's got the same favorite. And Annie says, I believe the song he sang, I Would Do Anything for Love, is the name of it. I Would Do Anything for Love. Yes, that was quite the song as well. And one of my favorites by him. Kathy says, part of our house, the great room, only has a heat pump and it is definitely struggling to keep up with the teens and 20s. You wouldn't know what to do with that 20 below then, would it, Kathy? And he says, when snow came to Louisiana, we didn't know how to act as well. Yeah, it's that getting you out of your comfort zone and having to adapt, having to learn. I went from Florida, where I've lived most of my life. I went from there to Massachusetts one year with a friend and stayed for the entire year, including the winter. And I had to learn how to drive in the icy roads in the snow. I went to a big, huge parking lot. I think it was Burlington, this place that just, the parking lot seemed as big as a town that I grew up in. And I just threw my brakes on, went a little fast, went into the spin, just to see how the car reacted and see how to straighten it back out again. And that's what I had to do. I knew that if I hit something on the road, the icy spot or ran into the snow, that I needed to know how the car was going to handle that. So that's what I did before I put the car on the actual road where there were other cars and possibly people. Blue says our favorite monk also has strong ties here. His Dharma retreat here in the 80s and 90s shaped our life, and his presence blesses us and our green mountains. How lucky am I? My heart hurts a bit. Blue, my heart is still hurting. It's still tender. And I dedicated my blog to him last night. So many wise words. Such an amazing example for all of us to live our lives like it's an honor to be on the earth, which it is. But he really showed that to us. He just exalted everyone that was around him. He was so humble and so loving. And yeah, it's a tender moment to say goodbye to him. And I typed it in the blog, but it was just amazing that I wrote about him. I think it was 4 days before his death. I just heard the message come through so loud and clear to honor him in my blog and to write about him as the peaceful one. And then 4 days later, he was gone. So I know that that was him coming to those of us that are using our voices to share out things with others, and especially words of peace. And I know that he's going to be guiding so many of us peacemakers from beyond. I can't wait to hear what comes through. And you're right, Kathleen. Hello, hello. She says, Jean, today we all need to send the warmth to you. Yes, we do. Yesterday it was Kathleen. And Kathleen, I'm so glad that you got your heat on and didn't have to go the entire day without heat. Oh, Blue, what am I going to do with you? Blue says, I'm so warm that I need shorts and a short t-shirt. I love you and thank you. Yeah, Blue's the one that has the heat going throughout the house and the window cracked open because she gets too warm. Hope, Zena's godfather, was always getting theater tickets at cut prices, and Dee loves musicals, so we actually went to see Bat Out of Hell. Wow. Yeah, I would have loved that. I never got to see Meatloaf perform, but I used to own, I think, almost every one of his songs. He was one of my favorite. And Blue says, I wonder, Teri, if he was the one we woke up to say the Lord's Prayer for the other morning. I think so. I'm still hearing that message to say it. I've been saying it at night before I go to sleep to just put the energy out there. And I watched the celebration last night that they did, the chanting and singing, honoring him. And so amazing, the love that flowed out of his loved ones. And I loved the message at the altar where they were honoring him. Arrived at home. He came home, and I love that. Yes, Kathleen, those prayers do work. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Erica, I love that one. Yes. Let's remember and honor Meatloaf for what he gave us, because I think many of us on here were just into that music that he created, the fun. Just have fun. Kathy Hand, Colin chose to go to a recovery program in West Hollywood, California. We are proud of him, but concerned. I just keep telling him positive things like how warm it is there, and he has always wanted to go to Cali. I believe deep inside this will be a pivotal point in his life. We are all nervous and concerned, but I know Archangel Michael will be traveling along with him. He carries the medal in his wallet. Awesome. EIWP. That is so great, Kathy. I know there's wonderful programs out there, and let's pray that Colin finds his way and really takes what they have to offer for him. I think that's great that he has decided. Once you make a decision, then follow through. Our Karen Palmer, I love her so much. She uses acronyms a lot. So she says, focus, follow one course until successful. So all he has to do is focus on getting himself back to him and not worry about anybody else. And so now, Kathy, I feel like you can exhale and you can focus and breathe in the love and just send that to him with every breath. Julie, yes. It's a little chilly, but just so happy to be here. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to see what Kuan Yin has for us today. This is an amazing day. So many of us are getting together today. There's going to be a huge party online, not streaming online, but on Zoom. And I see a lot of you here that are going to be at that party. We're going to manifest. We're going to get into the energy of creating together. And Kathy says he is leaving this afternoon, so I'm a bit sad. So if I'm a bit sad during the manifestation class, have patience, I will be okay. Kathy, jump up and down with joy. Be happy. This is what you've been praying for. This is what you have been asking us to surround you with, that energy and lifting up your son. So yeah, it's going to be sad to say goodbye to him, but you know that he's going to a good place, and you know that you're going to be relieved of what's going to happen there, of him being taken care of. So let's lift that vibration. Don't even put any negative spin on it at all, but just get into the positive energy. And you're going to be surrounded by people who love you, who lift you, and let's all do that. Let's all just enjoy being together and creating, because when the vibration's high, then we create even more and we manifest even more. That's one of the secrets of manifestation. Michelle and I have been sharing many secrets with you. This class today is no different. We're going to be teaching, so your heart needs to be open to receive that teaching and to receive the manifesting energy that's coming forth. So yes, there you go. You need to celebrate the miracle. It's just like when we lose a loved one. There's been so much loss already this year, just that's touched my life. And at first, when I heard about Thich Nhat Hanh going on, leaving his body, yes, there were tears. Yes, that was a sad moment for me to know that we're not going to receive messages from him in his physical body. But then once I got into the celebration of his life and singing and celebrating his words and his message, I was able to go to that happy place, to go to the celebration of his journey and this next part of his journey, that now he can work with us in such a bigger way. So when somebody exits, whether it's through death or separation or whatever that might look like, moving away, we can celebrate that they're going to a place where they're going to be in a better environment. They're going to be healthier. They're going to be able to share that light even brighter now. I had, let me see if I have it here. I had something from a speech that Thich Nhat Hanh gave, the words that I wanted to share with you, because I think it's us. I think this is our group. When I heard these words, and it just reminded me of what our mission is, to lift each other, to pray for each other, to help each other. And what he said in that speech that he gave, and this was before he had his stroke back in 2014, The energy of compassion, understanding, and compassion has the power to heal you and heal the people who happen to be around you at that time. And if there is a group of people practicing together, embracing the suffering with tenderness, they will experience that collective energy of compassion that will heal them. And when they suffer less, they are in the situation to help other people to do the same. And if you have enough compassion, then you are protected. You will not be overwhelmed by the collective energy of suffering emitted by the people around. I think this just sums up what we do. It's what we do as a family. And those words were given by him, 8 years ago? And then here we are living those words. It's what we do. It's our mission, our purpose, our service to our fellow beings and our fellow peas and family. All right, so Kuan Yin, let's see what she has to say to us today. Spin the silken thread divine. In creating precious silks, there is a sorting process of sifting out that which is broken to find that which is precious and pure. You are commencing a new cycle, and it is time to release that which does not align with your true heart. Choose to release all vows, agreements, and connections that no longer serve your higher good. Wow. Release. You know, that's what it's all about. That's what death is about. That's what any change is about. We have to release. And we're going to be doing some of that over the next 30 days for all of us that are in the 30-day challenge. Part of that is releasing. It's letting go of old concepts, old beliefs, old ideas that we are not strong enough, we're not worthy enough, we're not good enough to have those things that we want to manifest. You know, we talk every week on here about manifesting. And when we do a release, we did a release yesterday. We released energy that was stuck. And thank you all for being there to participate. Thank you to those who actually opened up and did the release, because then you can use your voice more fully and freely. And it's the same thing with wherever you're releasing energy from. If you're releasing it from your heart, you're able to love more freely and openly. And you don't have a barrier of saying, oh, I might get hurt if I love somebody, or I don't know how to love. Whatever that thought is that pops up that tells you that you're not good enough or you're not well enough, whatever that thought is that stops you, that halts you from your miracle, and the love in here is miraculous. So whatever's holding you back, it's time to just release it. That's what Kuan Yin is saying. Just let it go. Choose to release all vows, agreements, and connections that no longer serve your highest good. Let that stuff go. Let it slide off of you and move forward into your miracles. We're going to have some miracles happen over these next 30 days. I know it. I feel it in my heart. I feel like miracles are already happening just from the beginning process, just from meeting with each other every day and holding each other in love and light. So we'll see what happens and what we all manifest together over this next month. Good morning, sweet Rochelle. Rochelle, I hear it's cold there in Virginia. I hope you're doing well, honey. Lifting you up and thanking you for being here with us. Marietta, good morning, my sweetheart lady. Practice smiling more. It helps us focus on loving ourselves more and opens our hearts to divine love. It absolutely does. If you can smile at yourself, if you can look in that mirror and give yourself a smile, wow, you're the first person maybe in the day that can do that. Maybe when you get up and you go look in that mirror on your way to the bathroom or your coffee cup or whatever, and just smile and mean it. Smile with your eyes. Let that smile travel all the way through you. And then when you receive it from yourself, you know that you're loved. You know, we have to love ourselves first before we even know how to love anybody else. We have to give ourselves that gift of lifting our own energy, and then we can lift our brother or our sister. Got 5 inches of snow, Rochelle. Play in it. Enjoy it. Go out and stomp and make footsteps and leave your footprints in that snow that fell. Enjoy the beauty of it. I love seeing snow. Don't necessarily like laying down in it, but I do enjoy the beauty of snow. And to me, it feels peaceful when that energy is all white and crisp and clean and fresh. I just love the peace that comes through from that. So enjoy that peaceful time when the snow has fallen. I know you have to deal with the everyday. You have to deal with driving in it or walking through it or whatever. Hopefully you don't have to today. Hopefully today you can just stay inside and admire it from the warmth inside of your house. But I know that you can't stay in your house all winter, so you have to go out and deal with that, right? All right, so our time has flown this morning. If you have anything you want to add into the prayer list, I encourage you to do that now. Go ahead and type in your comments. We're missing a lot of our P's this morning, so let's lift all of them up, whatever is going on where they are. If they're still in bed, if they're out and about and busy, whatever it might look like, let's just lift every one of our P's that are in the peapod, even the snoozing ones, and help them to know that they're loved today. We're going to wrap our arms of love around each other and around the world that we live in, lifting up our Mama Gaia first and foremost and sending loving energy her way. So cheers to all that are here. And cheers to those who are asleep or didn't find the show this morning. I know that's a problem for some. And Deirdre, I've been sharing it to you in Messenger. So I'm so glad that you're able to be in with us. I don't know what's going on with Facebook and having to hunt down the program, but we're not going to worry about that. We're just going to enjoy each other. And Rochelle says, we rarely get snow. It's been several years since we got any. Oh, enjoy it. Maybe that's why Tammy said she was going to go out and play in it. So enjoy every moment of it. Enjoy everything about it. We're going to do our prayers and see if we can get out of here on time today. See what's going on here. Okay, so I had opened up a file because I wanted to read those words to you all. Every time I get into the energy of Thich Nhat Hanh, I just get so lifted, and it just seems like there's an energy, a special energy that comes through that's so beautiful and wraps us all in the arms of love. So let's see what we got for prayer requests happening. Deirdre, prayers for everyone everywhere, for Gaia and for world peace. Yes, yes. And Rochelle, Shelley is almost completely healed from COVID. That's awesome news. I'm so happy about that. And Kathy Hand's asking for a safe plane trip and bon voyage to Colin. Yes, raise your glass. Wish him the best experience ever, and see that, hold that in your heart for him to really, really be uplifted, to be in a spirit of anything is possible. And let that sink in, that anything is possible. Miracles happen, Kathy, and this is a miracle. Catherine Kovacs, good morning to you. All right. Annie, I don't know what that means. It's on. Okay. Linda Lemieux, good morning. We were just sharing about the ones that were probably snoozing in this morning. So right now we're getting into our prayers, and I'm going to read through the prayer list. We're familiar with most of the names on here. If you have any to add to it. Oh, Annie, it's on my heart this morning to lift Betty. She had a stroke and is paralyzed. All right, I'm looking for my pen. It seems to have walked away from the desk, but I will add Betty in to our prayer list. And thank you for adding her in, Annie. Thank you for letting us know to lift her up, and we certainly will every day. And let's just pray for the very best experience for her. So I'm just going to take a moment and add her in. I cut you off. Yeah, that happens a lot on here. Our words get changed and rearranged, and sometimes they just don't make it into the comment. All right, so let's go into our prayer list. Just prepare your heart by breathing in. With each name that's lifted up, let's just see an angel taking that person, that place, that animal, and lifting them high, wanting the very best experience for them. We have our Prachetta, Prachir, Navriti, Jasmine and her daughters and her mom, Abha, Billy and Tim and their children, Michelle, Sheila and Kevin and their children, Gary, James, Loretta and Cecil, Joanne Castillo and your daughter, Jackie, and grandson, Eris. Good morning, Kimberly. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Was that Joanne? Erica Hoppy, thank you for being here with us today, lifting you and your entire family. Deirdre, for you and Danya, and your sister Steph and husband Bob, for Adriel and Joni. Suzanne Millard, for you, your family, your children, your grandchildren. Marietta and Ed, Leo and his family. DJ Blaze, Lakshmi, Ken, Wendy, Jebby, Jim and son, Ryan, Rick and Josie Morrow, and Dean DeCandio. And Rick, if you have any update on Dean, please let us know, because we've been lifting Dean high. Tona Jaraba with Addison's degrees. There's our Auntie Jean. Good morning. Tammy Williams, Vicky, Meg and Jim Lorio and their family. Auntie Jean and Ron Lorio and their family. Mary Lou Burdick and her family. Christina and Carrie Leftwich and her family. Catherine and Michael Kovacs and your mom and your fur babies. Roslyn Good Vibes. Sally and Tony De La Rosa. Kathy and Bob, and wow, why did I call him Bobby? And all of your family, your son, Colin, your daughter, Marlena, for your friends, Patty and Sonia, and your coworkers, for your in-laws, Bo and Candy Hand, Paul and Marlene, Joe and Molly, Pat Moss and her family, Becky LaFave and Travis, and I haven't heard any more about Travis, so I'm going to think no news is good news, and that Travis is back to his perfect health in his body. Corinne, Charlie Coons and family, his brother Raymond and wife Kathy and his children. Hope and Zena, lifting you hope, lifting you up high for complete healing, lifting your parents. Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg. I'll get to see our Andrea today. She's in the workshop. Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana. Annie 7 for you and Grayson. Oh, you're seeing Dean today. Awesome. All right, so we have, now Annie has added in Betty with a stroke, Cassandra, Destiny, Luz, Christine, Gail and Nick, Jennifer and Micah, and your brothers Chuck and Ken, Oksana and her mom, and also Amber, Jenna, Katia, Maximus and his teacher, and Herb, Isabel and Paul Reese and their daughters Inesh and Teresa, Linda and Dick Lemieux and their sons and grandchildren, Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy Small, Lord, and Josh and their children and grandchildren, also Stacy's mom, Karen, and her uncle, Richard, Mary Lord, Wayne, Blue Jean, and Dave. And boy, let's wrap our arms around both of them. 20 below zero. I can't even, I just can't even. I know it happens. I know it's real, but it's like, okay, just pour on the covers. So Blue, we're lifting you and all of Deerfield Valley up for warmth and that you all stay safe during this time and all your fur babies. Lifting up Pam and Gordy, Lindsay, Kat, Candy, Pastor Bruce, Jenny Reed, the family of John Reed, Jay and Lee. I'm trying to read the comments as well as the prayer requests. Kimberly, we're lifting you up for that, for a new job opportunity. So we're all wrapping you up in love and putting you in that prayer circle and watching the angels lift that prayer high. All right, we have Brookie. We'll get to see Brookie today and lifting her and her family, the Girardis, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Angel and Derek Fullerton, Lily Ann in Norway and her family, Kathleen, lifting you up for physical healing for your eye. So glad that you have heat. I was really concerned about you yesterday. Catherine, baby Wyatt, baby Haven, Alba, Dottie and Don, Tom Brown, Christina Schaff, our Grace Isis, her father Edwin, her sisters Helena, Jean, Cynthia, and Edwina, and all the family there in Kenya, Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer and her family, and let's lift her mother, Barbara Wall, up. Karen just lost her father, and I know there's a lot of emotional energy running there very strongly. So lifting her up, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Tabby, Irene, Heaven and Son, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine, Bill, Tammy Fisk and your daughter and your sister Tracy, your friend Lori and Kelly, Rochelle, lifting you and your mom Rose up, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson and her family, her sister-in-law Sharon, her friends in Colorado, Jeannie and Merle, and the whole area of Boulder, Colorado, Deb Goldberg and her family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and sons Gabriel and Jacob and Brody the dog, Laura Hill, Joanne Rice and the family of Bob Rice, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and her family, Sherry Gatewood and her brother-in-law Padama, Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Danya Navarro, Wendy Roberts, Terry Wilderman and her father, Mary Crincoli in Florida and her friends J.H., Mike S., and John, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick in Australia, Lynn Andriazzi. Hang on, let me get rid of the troll that just came in. Okay, so Lynn Andriazzi was the last one. Frank, Albie, Viola, Hannah, Bobby, Mansi, Kamal, Maddie, Akil and the Pakistan orphans, Noel, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Raven Dalek, Joshua, James, Drake, Alicia Burns. And we have another one, Queen Maxwell. Good morning to you. We're sending you away with love because no, we don't do private messages and we don't bring that kind of energy in. Thank you for being here. All right, where was I? Pam Dite, Chris Blake, Betsy, Kimberly, Helen, Sue Seekoff and family, and Richard, Terry Gilstad and her family, and the Walters family, Chiara, Ricardo, Cynthia's dad, Sharon Stroud, Kira Lani, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Gracie, Marianne Pish and her family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Linny, Fiona Dilston, Pamela Dawn, Rick Ulfick, Sophia, John Thaddeus Fiore, Cuppa Carney and her family, Bob Simon, Sharon Boyle, Carol Fisher, Jay Rothman and Mary, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Rookie's Aunt Jeannie, Shelley, and Sue and her grandchildren. And I think I got all of the ones that were just added. I know there were some new ones in there that I'm trying to keep up with. And I'd also like to add in someone new to our prayers, Linda Kraft out in California. And let's just lift her up as she's in hospice. She's looking at her transition and what that looks like for her, and asking for some support as she makes her journey toward the light. And Grandma Sophia is in hospice now. All right, so we're lifting her up as well. Lots of people that know that these are their last days here walking among us on this earth plane. So we lift up all of them that are coming to that place in their life to know that they're going on to that next adventure. Blue, I will double check the comments from yesterday. I think there might have been a couple of new ones on here. I don't know if you have Tona Jaraba in there, but that may be a new one for you from Rick Morrow. All right, so let's remember that we do heart healing every day here. So we're going to breathe in the light, take it in directly from source energy. See that stream of light coming into your heart. We have some new angels in spirit that are helping us to receive that light, helping us to get into the energy of freedom, the energy of unconditional love. So let's lift the families of those who have gone on just recently, the family of Meatloaf, the family of Thich Nhat Hanh, and all of his beloved followers and those who are closest to him that are feeling that loss right now, him being there and being able to receive comfort that he was still with them and teaching, even when he was in his last days, his last moments, still teaching, and he's still teaching us from beyond. So let's think of those that are left behind as well, and just receive the energy that's going to come forward now in a different way, on a different plane. All right, so as we breathe in that love and light, let's see it coming into our heart through a beautiful stream of energy. Let's receive from Divine Mother, from Christ, from the angels, from the masters, from our loved ones in spirit. Take that energy right into your heart. See your heart open up to it, to receive it first in you. Let your whole body feel it, be immersed in it, and then shoot that energy out from your heart like a love arrow going directly to the heart of Mama Gaia, to see all of that beautiful core of Gaia light up with love. And now just let all those crystals be immersed in that energy, recharging, renewing. And then Mama Gaia is going to send it back up through all the layers, all the dirt, the rocks, the roots, and let it come up through that top layer. And some of it is pretty frozen right now on top. So see it really forcing through anything, any barrier to come into the lives of whoever's on the planet right now. See all of creation that's gathered here on planet Earth in this moment, this now moment. See them receiving this love into their hearts. Let it bring warmth. Let it bring an energy of cohesiveness, going into the oneness of all that is. And may peace live in each heart that's receiving this energy that came directly from God, the Creator, that came through our heart and into Gaia and then back into our world. It's that big cycle, and it continues constantly. Feel it throughout your day. Feel the love, the warmth, and then just keep giving it back out. If there's someone in your life that you need to make amends with, someone that maybe there's a distance between you for whatever reason, just send this love to them. Send it to those close to you, those far away, your community, your state, your nation. Let all of the earth feel this energy. This is how we impact the earth. This is how we leave our footprint, is by giving of ourselves and giving love to each other. So now let's do that. Let's give that love to each other. As I get rid of one more troll. And it snuck in here while I had my eyes closed. So let's give love to each other. Let's hold this family so tight. Hold each and every one. Those who are present with us right now, those who maybe will watch this on the replay. Just love. Just hold each other and come from your heart center. Breathe in the love into your heart. And on the count of 3, 2, 1, thank you. I love you. I love you all so tremendously. I hope you have a beautiful, blessed day. Let's dance. That's what I say when I hear this song.
Morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on! Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy, give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy, give me a Cuppa Fulla. Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. love. Bottomless refuse, really nothing on the top here. The coffee's always hot and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side the bus, there is always no space. And the bar for more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a
Cuppa Fulla Joy.
Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa
Fulla Joy.
Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. AAA, morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Cuppa full of joy. Give me a give me cuppa joy. Give me cuppa joy.
Winding it down there, Leo.
Give me cuppa joy. Give me cuppa joy.
All going to prepare the sentiment, life inside of me, acknowledges, loves, honors, and respects that same light inside of you.
Give me a cuppa joy. Woo!
Love you all so much. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Namaste, y'all. I'll see you later. Some of you I will see in a few hours.